Top one ladies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Him storyline that I made. And no, he is not, because somehow, there you go. He's, yeah, sorry. So, without further ado, let's begin with who will I add. So, simply, I will add her, and her name is called Echo Racer. She is basically she is similar to like Echo. Oh, but without duplication. Or she is similar to Jiro, but without the headphone things. So, yeah. So, but without further ado, let's jump right into the what if. So, Zuko, this will be the little bit of a downside, and please leave a like, share, subscribe before we jump right into the what if. So, yes, I am adding Jimmy into this what if. And yes, I am also adding female way bad so that because it was part of a script. So let's begin. Zuko being born, chapter 1. Being born as Zuko Midoriya. In the ancient times, before quirks even manifested, there was these celestial beings. These guys still lives around the entire galaxies after universe. So yeah, the Zuko ends up, or so after they left the planet left the galaxy to look for a galaxy that is called their home, because but they had left one of their offsprings, or actually a little bit of their powers, or genetics, to be passed down. So they didn't choose, or so they choose the person to wield it. So, yeah. So Zuko ends up, basically he was, so Inko and Asashi, after they got married and had Zumi and Zuko, so Zumi ends up, so Zuko was born as a Alien X, basically. I'll just say that. As he had not only powers, but he was a newborn. Yeah. So, yeah. So Zuko basically was the most powerfulest person in the universe. No one knows about it. So, a time skip to all my, or no, actually, no. I meant at age of 4. Zuko and Zumi went to the quirk doctor. The quirk doctor tells Zuko and Zumi that, or actually told Zumi that she has a quirk and told Zuko that he doesn't. Because actually, Zuko, who did have a quirk, but the he or he quirk doctor doesn't know if it's a quirk or someone else's limit. So he just says quirkless to save some time. As yeah. So then he yeah. So his parents or so after the quirk doctor's office thing, they left and they abandoned Zuko home. So of course Zuko actually goes to the school, different school, instead of the Zumi and Bakugo goes to, as the as he looks down, he looks so sad. I'm just gonna use the picture of him instead. So yeah. So yeah, Zuko ends up basically. I'm not gonna sure to. Okay. So yeah, Zuko ends up um basically he or so actually when he was at a different school from his sister and his friends, he actually met a girl, two girls. Oh, female way bad and Echo Eraser, or should I say Edgy Eraser? Because yeah, because both of them actually when they first met Zuko, their eyes or so he looked at him and yeah. Here, I'll do anime characters love eyes. Anime characters that and has love eyes. Oh wait. Love eyes. So yeah. So this is what I'm trying to find a good picture. So there it is. So yeah. So this is what they were looking because when they first met Zuko, he basically was Like, so their eyes turned into that because they actually loved him almost to the point of them. Yeah. But because Way Bad was actually female Way Bad was always despised by everybody except by Zuko, because Zuko doesn't see the her as a dangerous threat. But then yeah. But then yeah. So a time skip to all my verses. So let's do a time skip to the age of 5. Not very long, so yeah. Zuko basically was just minding his own beeswax and he's hanging out with his friends. And yeah. Then a giant, so the building was about to collapse onto, because, or actually, a villain from the forest was about to kill everybody in the city by using a dangerous weapon. It was called a boom cannon of destruction. So Zuko could sense it from a mile away. So he teleports, or actually he just randomly teleported to exact location where he was inside the machine. Or the power generator thing, as he says, now no villain or no heroes could even stop me from it. So then the heroes comes out of nowhere and tells him, stop you villain stop you villain, turn yourself in and all that stuff. You're too late, as he presses the button, but then nothing happens. Because Zuko actually, because his powers, let me tell you, his powers of infinity and zero, he has so much power that even he's more than the Lord. He's more of a goddess, basically. Not gun. God. He's more powerful than that. He's even more powerful than his entities. Like, literally. Nothing can even harm him. So, when he got back to his friends, as he says, sorry about that, man, what just happened when... Yeah, so then the villains end up getting captured, and Zuko ends up basically saves... Technically, Zuko saved the city, so he should have got the credits instead of the heroes. But who really gives a cred? So then yeah. So he learns how to control his powers. So his two friends, her and female Way Bad, and were just hanging out with him. Of course, all three of them were just hanging out. Um, and yeah. So let's continue this what if. So the time skip to 15. And the Zuko and how long has this video been? Let's see. So 15. So yeah. Time skip to 15. Zuko and Zuko and them, they had powers instead of quirks. So they learned how to control their powers. Female Waybad has the powers to, because she was born as way big. And she learns how to be more nicer than, yeah. And then the Echo Home Razor. Definitely not. Yeah. She learns how to control her voice. So all three of them have the abilities, but not actual like quirks. Because, yeah, as she says to Zuko, all three of us have powers. Or instead of quirks, actually, I just realized that. Really? Yeah. Think about it. Female way big. I'm gonna start calling her Claire because I'm talking about like her as Claire. And yeah, so she says Claire has female Waybads' powers, or basically powers of them. She can now basically Zuko was pretty tough. So she also says, and you have like teleportation powers that allow you to. Sure? Yeah, I'm sure. As Zuko says to the. Yeah. And then she says, I have the powers of Echo type powers that allow me to basically do like when I music mics of work version of it. So then, yeah. So Zuko ends up saying, maybe you're right. Maybe we, all three of us, have different things going on in our, yeah. So then, yeah. And plus, the reason why I'm making this video is because I thought about it yesterday. So I just had to make this, or what if storyline. And what's going on? Dang. Sorry about that. Yeah. So Zuko ends up agreeing in that. So they basically, they became in eventually. But, or actually, they were gonna go to UA, but then they realize that the UA is only preserved for quirks. So they go to the quirkless school. So, yeah. So then yeah. But they sure do love him. him. So then the time skip to All Might versus All for One. So All Might was down, but not out, as All for One is about to, as he says, it's time for you to die. And then, but out of nowhere, there's this kid, so a portal opens up, green portal as he opens up, as he absorbs the attack with, as he, like, basically absorbs it into his own body, as he says, you're one creepy person, aren't you? As All for One could sense inside Zuku's body. He could sense that Zuku is a hybrid of a alien X species. The man that I've been looking for. What's your name? Zuku Midoriya, or Deku for short. Deku. Nice to meet you. I know that you're the most powerfulest one out of everyone, including All Might that's laying right behind you. Because as All Might turns or when he turns his head to look at Zuku's, as he says, he's been targeted by villains the entire time. As then he remembers Zuku's, remembers what All for One said before. Or actually, let's say Bakugo said to, or actually Bakugo remembers what Shiraki-sen said to him. You're 10th best person. You're the 10th strongest person. You know who's number one? As All Might said, or as Bakugo says, are you talking about All Might? As Zuku's, or as Shraki-sen says, no. He's a second, or actually he's the 9th person. Who's number one is actually Zuku Midoriya is number one. Are you his fans or something? No. Your friend and was born as Alien X's species. So during the time skip, I forgot to mention, from age of 5 to 15, when he learns about his powers, when he activated them, he actually had, here, hold on. Ben 10 Alien Egg. I'm trying to find, here you go. So both her and him, the one, or so both of them meet Zuko Midoriya, as it was, both of them gave him confidence about he's the only one that's on Earth that currently, he's the only one, wherever all the other alien X species left the planet and went for their own adventures, as Zuko was the only one, and as they both agree. So then, yeah. So let's get back into the present day. So Shiraki-sen tells Bakugo that your friend is more powerful than you. We thought he was gonna join UA, but he didn't. So then so that was before All Might, and yeah. So then so then All Might versus All for One turns into Zuko versus All for One. Or should I say Alien X Zuko versus, as Zuko's powers, as he still had those two other personalities, but Zuko ends up basically, as he used his own powers to as then he evolved into a more, because when he heard that his friends don't even like him, he became more of a powerhouse. As Zuko's body transforms into a more alien X species, as he had so much power. As the Quark Doctor realized, from one end, he sees why Zuko is as he calls Sashi, and Sashi was there, but then, or actually was working on some other project, or solving some other crime. As the Quark Doctor tells Sashi, you need to get over to where All for One is at right now. What do you mean? As your son, and reason why I told you, or the one that I told you about, him being quirkless, yeah, I didn't realize that your son is the most powerful person in the entire universe. And I'll just say one word, or actually 3 words: Alien X species. As Sashi's eyes lit up, like, wait, hold on. as he just, as all the pro heroes that were there with him, Endeavor, was like, what's going on? I need to go to the All Might versus All for One thing. Really? What did you need from there? As Asashi whispers, saying 3 words, as is there. As Asashi can't or as Endeavor says, go. Oh. As we'll take care of everything here, okay? Yeah. So then he goes, owns, as Zuku's is tells All for One that you're messing with someone that's more powerful than anyone. As All for One says, you're strong, you're powerful, you're dangerous. As Asashi shows up and, yeah, Zuku, who was about to, like, he's going head to head against All for One, or should I say Prime All for One, because, yeah, All for One was in his prime. Because the Quark Doctor figured out a way to reverse age the All for One back to his prime. So, yeah. So then Zuko ends up battling against All for One, and, of course, All for One getting his butt kicked. As Zuku's his personalities, he wasn't going to actually kill him, as he just snaps his fingers, all pointing, as the handcuffs appear on All for One's arms and legs, as he says, I'm not that powerful or power crazy. As he picks him up, lifts him over his shoulder, or actually, he grabs him and tosses him like a rag doll. So then he ends up doing stuff like craziest stuff. You do not want to know what he has. So, yeah. And Zuko looked like he looked like a pro hero. Oh. And Sashi walks up and tells him, Zuko, is that still you? Yeah, it's still me. As Sashi walks up and hugs Zuko, and he can't, as Sashi had tears coming down his face, as he's so happy to see his own, son, and that even, so then the next day, he asked his son, why didn't you join UA? Well, it's because the UA only has quirks. Is basically a quirks. And I did not want to I didn't want to be picked on by everybody else. As Asashi's like, with those powers that you have, you could be. And your friends that were like her and her, both of them could join because they have powers, as Sasha can't believe. And so he also told Inko what happened, but when she found out that Zuko was born as a alien X species, she literally was literally collapsed because she could not believe that she was the only one, or no, actually they didn't know that Zuko had so much power. Zuko ends up basically almost killed the entire franchise. But only things that keep him hold back from destroying the entire universe is actually his family and his friends and pro heroes. So, yeah. Zuko was... So, before they go to UA, because of... yeah. Nezu ends up... He did, greet them. Yeah. So then Zuko ends up... But his two friends that are two girls that were Echo Razor and female Way Bad ends up asking him out on a date. To after school. So they agree. And yeah. So then Zuko ends up agreeing with them because, yeah. So then So then Nezu greets them and they go to they go to UA, Class 1A. And when they arrived, as Racerhead says, say hello to your new classmates. As first was Echo Hill, the Echo Eraser, and the female Way Bad, and was next. But then what got Zumi's attention and Bakugo in shock when they saw Zuko, who... And reason why I made his face look like that is because it was part of one of the scenes where he ends up basically wasn't canon, where the villain knocks over a power pole and Dead Arms catches it, but let's say Dead Arms in that universe he was trying to go fast, but the thing was too fast. So, but Zuko used his powers to stop its time, holding it before. So then, yeah. Zuko ends up... So when Zuko walks in, everybody's was like, Zuko, is that you? Bakugo was like surprised about, yeah, it's me. As the as he's way more politer than anyone. He's also more polite to those two. Whom the but sometimes he just like he had too many like talks in from the outside of his body and inside as he says as he tells his insides or like tells them, not trying to be rude, but someone else was trying to like talk. Okay? Or it would be worse than you two, okay? Okay. So then they both or so both of them agree that wait their turn, and so the guy or so Eraserhead's like, so I know that you're also, as Eraserhead says, he's more powerful than anyone else. So please really be respectful. Your brother is a alien X species. So, how did that make you feel, Zumi? Azumi, he says, well, having an overpowered brother that could technically destroy the world would be quite dangerous. Azuku's like, yeah, man, hey, I'm being very nice. Okay? I wasn't planning to destroy the world anyway, so, yeah. So then yeah. So Zuko ends up, Zuko agrees, and so Eraserhead tells Zuko that, do you have any voices in your head? Two. Who? As he tells them to say hi, as they agree. So then he made the entire room into the same thing. As both of them agree, tells him, or no, both of them tells the class, hello, class. And they do that stuff. So, yeah. As she agrees, or both of them agree. Yeah. As, yeah. So then yeah. So, female way bad and the Echo, Ed Eraser, Echo Eraser. It's that character's name, so, yeah. So she and female way bad got married to Zuko after, like, they dated for a long time. So they know her secrets and, yeah. But Bakugo ends up hanging out with Zuko because he likes to hang out with him. And he can't believe that his friend is more powerful than anyone. So, yeah. Sorry. So, yeah. Zuko was basically. He actually traveled the entire universe to, like. To gather up, like, samples of. Because some people. Or his own parents. Were like, man, you're more powerful than you look. And then all that stuff happens. So, female way bad and her had a lot of children. Basically, after they got married. Because, and the children's, half of them was girls, half of them was boys. But both sides so because Echo Edge and Eraser Echo Eraser, she ends up because she's half Echo species and half human, so the Echo part of her, like the and female way bad and Alien X fused together to create a new species called Ultimate and Way Echo or Echo Way of the Strong. Something like that. I don't remember. So, please leave a like, share, subscribe if I didn't say this earlier. So, and did you like this? What if? Did you hate it? Because I'm thinking about doing or redoing one of my old what ifs. And no, I'm not doing the clown one because I've seen her. I have seen her turn into like a monster and turning poor little Choco into a balloon animal. And yeah, that was not fun to see her getting turned into a balloon animal. Yeah. And yeah. So, besides that, I am rethinking about redoing the what if Deku had the like Nematrix, I believe, unless I have it. If not, I'll yeah. So, if you guys don't know what the Nematrix is, it's a device that is. Hold on, give me a minute to find it. So, yeah. It's this one. If you guys want me to redo this one, or because I'm thinking about revisiting the old, like, basically Ben 10 stuff, because I like Ben 10. But yeah. But I am not going to do the like what if MASH was born, or what if MASH had a powers of a predator version of it. So what I mean by that is basically yeah. So I guess I don't have it. So imagine MASH burn dead and from magic and muscles using the Nematrix in a magical world. That would be hilarious to do. But I am not going to do that. Because, yeah, first of all, whatever is in Ben 10 universe stays in Ben 10 universe. And, yeah. So yeah, I know that I use Ben 10 stuff in these what ifs just to get reactions out of you guys. So yeah. So now, have a good night or day, depends on the time zones. Peace.